The governor of Sumy Oblast, in fact, that is Dmytro Zalvatsky, has now said on March 21st the ammonia leaked from a chemical plant at around 4:30 a.m. local time as a result of Russian airstrike. The affected area is estimated to be around 2.5 kilometers from the site. Meanwhile, 4 people were killed in Kyiv's Podilsky district as a result of a fire caused by a Russian attack. The main department of the State Emergency Service said that on Monday, another person was injured in the incident as well. Meanwhile, Ukraine said that there is no question of surrendering the city of Mariupol after Russia called on Ukrainian forces on Sunday to lay down arms in the besieged port of city. Switzerland ready to hold talks between Ukraine and Russia. Swiss President, that is Kasses, said that he hopes that guns would soon fall silent and that Switzerland was prepared to mediate or host negotiations. President Joe Biden has now added a stop in Poland to his trip this week to Europe for urgent talks with NATO and European allies as Russia forces concentrate their fire upon cities and trapped civilians in a nearly month-old invasion of Ukraine. And the Russian military has now offered the Ukrainian troops defending the strategic port of Mariupol to lay down their arms and exit the city via humanitarian corridors. But that proposal has been rejected by the Ukrainian authorities. Meanwhile, 4 people have been killed in Kyiv's Podilsky district as a result of a fire caused by Russian attack. All eyes now on the 5th round of talks, which will now take place today. Here are some reports.
Right now, you must be thinking that I'm traveling in a metro train. No, that is not the case. I'm basically inside one of the bomb shelter. The cabins of the metro train have been converted into bomb shelter post-Cold War era. Many of the homes were not having bomb shelter. Before that, every house used to have bomb shelter. So people who do not have bomb shelter, whenever air raid siren starts blaring and whenever bombing starts from Russian side, the best option for them is to rush over to this place, huddle here, and you will find that right now some of the families are already inside this bomb shelter, a woman along with her child, because this is the only safer place where she can prevent herself from the killer shells being fired by trigger-happy Russian soldier. She is not alone. There are several such families who are putting up here, and you can see this is the only safer place where mother feels that she will be able to save her child. Already we have seen that 2,000 lives have been lost, 48 children have died because of intense shelling from Russian side, and many more have been injured and they are undergoing treatment. Almost every passing day we have seen that how they had been targeting civilian areas, and the civilians are the one who are facing brunt of Russian shelling. So it's not only the cabins of the metro train that have been converted into bomb shelter. Let me show you. Even the subways on one side have been converted into bomb shelter. There are some of the families who are putting up in subway. This girl along with her mother and sister, she's also inside this subway where she had been putting up and staying. So this is a bomb shelter because this is the place that will not be affected because of any shell or bomb being fired from the Russian side. We have seen that they have intensified shelling, so the problem for the people is also increasing. Let me speak to her and find out what actually is the situation. How long you are here?
2 weeks.
2 weeks you are putting up here. You stay here, sleep here?
Yeah, at night we stay with my mother and sister here.
Sister here. You think that this is the only safe place to...
Yeah, it's safe.
Safe here. You were not having bomb shelter at home?
No.
So you think that this way you will be able to save yourself from bombing by Russian soldiers?
Yeah, it's a special place for this.
Where from you get all those eatables if you have to eat something?
No, just sitting and eat without tables.
So while coming over to this place, they have already got eatables with them. They have got blankets with them. So this is a safer place for them to be here. So what she has done along with her family members, they have come over to this place. They are trying to utilize this subway as a bomb shelter because most of the homes after post-Cold War era, they did not have bomb shelters, because of which the people had been facing a lot many problems. There are 4,500 bomb shelters which the administration right now is claiming, but many of them are in bad shape. They need proper repair. So this is a place where they can find washroom. This is a place where they can find proper care also. And you can see how this, let me show you. This is basically the metro station. This is a metro train, and 2.5 million people have already abandoned their homes and huts because of continuous shelling from a Russian side. And there's a lot of uncertainty in their life, don't know where to go and how to flee from the killer shells being fired from across by the Russian soldiers who are just 5 miles away from Kyiv city. They're trying their level best to enter inside. And now you can see how these metro trains cabin have been converted into bomb shelter. It provides them warmth, and they are very much sure here at least they will be safe. And because many people have already lost their lives, shrapnels have hit them, and we had been covering this for the last several days here in Ukraine, because uncertainty is the only certainty that remains predominant in war zone. Right now you can see smoke billowing out. Russian troops are slowly inching towards Kyiv, and heavy bombardment from their side has started, and they are pounding shells in different areas. Already you can see I'm inside one of the buildings that has been completely demolished by Russian troops. One of the bomb has landed here. Look at the condition of the building. The roof has caved in, and see the condition of the building, and you can also see hundreds of vehicles right now are standing, because all of a sudden shelling has started from the Russian side. The situation here continues to remain tense. You can see that huge thick smoke, the black smoke that is covering the sky, billowing out from the Sumy locality where right now the heavy shelling is going on. Yesterday, the situation was different, but today the situation is quite different, because they are trying to encircle Kyiv, they are trying to enter this area. You can see that smoke going, and here is the condition of the building here, where I am right now standing. You can see the bomb had landed, and how the roof has also gone inside. It has caved in, and see the floor. It has created a kind of a big crater here. So this is the condition of the building. So totally demolished, totally devastated. That is actually the price of the war. The people here in Ukraine are paying for no rhyme or reason, because Russians tanks rolled into this area and everything changed for the people here. The people who were enjoying their life, living a nice lifestyle, but see what really has happened. And now I can show you here that thick smoke just rising between the buildings. I can show you from here. If today the shelling is going on there, tomorrow it can be anywhere else. With each passing minute, they are trying to come closer and closer towards Kyiv, because that is actually they really want. They want to occupy Kyiv capital, but so far they are getting befitting response from Ukrainian troops. They are preventing their entry into this area.
Time for a short break.